Today I thought I would go ahead and do a haul. It's a much smaller haul than usual, but maybe a little bit more interesting because it's a little more of a focused shop. I was craving sugar. I've been craving candy and soda and lemonade a lot. I didn't get to mention, I guess I'll start with, during the contest, I only took one taste bite to make sure that everything was what it was supposed to taste like of each element. So I had one piece of, I had one little slice of peach, one lick of the sauce. I did have quite a bit of the whipped cream because there's not any sugar in it, or very, very little sugar in it. And then one bite of the Queen Emile, and then my husband finished it. And when we finished the competition, we each gave samples to the people at the other tables, like the other contestants. So I had sort of like a tasting bite of each of those as well, just so that I would know what exactly I had been up against, and also because it's polite. I feel like there's no like higher shade when you're trying to be friendly with your competitors than refusing to taste the pastries that they have made and shared with you. So I went ahead and had a tasting bite of each one, and I'm glad that I did that too, because it really was nice to kind of understand what I was up against in the first place after the judging happened. But I don't know if maybe those tastes of sugar just like awaken something, or maybe it's just that I'm really thirsty. Ooh, that reminds me, I have iced tea brew. Anyway, it's possible that I'm just thirsty, and being hydrated would cure that hankering. Because the most overpowering craving was lemonade, and then soda, and then candy. So with that said, I went to the store because I had a babysitter, and I wanted to show you the haul of like what I got during a major sugar craving while I'm on this fructose-free plan. So the first thing I got, well, the first thing in the bag, I already ate one, but is grape and raspberry fruit leather. I already ate the grape one. It's just made from fruit purees and concentrates. There's no added sugar at all. It is a really great option if you're craving candy, to kind of stave off that craving, but like I'm going to be really careful. Like I ate one serving. I'm not going to eat this one today because it's still very, very, very sugary because it's highly concentrated fruit. It's still not as good as like when I eat a mango or I eat a bunch of strawberries, I'm getting a bunch of extra fiber and water to kind of fill me up as well, in addition to the sweet. And I'm not a nutritionist. I know a lot about biology. I know a lot about food nutrition because like I've studied it, but I'm not like trained or whatever. But I'm pretty sure it is better to eat the whole fruit than a leather because the leathers are just so concentrated. But yeah, so I got these two things, and they had strawberry as well. I was at Winco today. They had strawberry as well, but I prefer grape and raspberry. And really, I was excited to see the grape because I love raspberry. Like, it's a great flavor, but grape is one of my favorite candy flavors. Like, if I'm getting just like Skittles or something, I really like, which I can't remember the last time I just like ate Skittles on purpose, but I got some fresh raspberries, and they're like perfectly ripe, so I'm going to be eating them today because there's already one that's moldy, but the rest are beautiful. So I'm going to probably eat most of them today, and then the rest will go into a jar. I'll set them here, though. More mangoes. I haven't used up my last batch of mangoes, but I'm getting close, and they are less ripe. There weren't very many ripe ones when I shopped last time. So these are actually between the ripeness of the previous ones. They're still not ripe yet. And then these are either almost ripe or completely ripe. So I've got two that I have to eat today or they'll go bad. But I intend to because I'm having a sugar craving. And they're pretty small. I got Asiago sourdough. So apparently Tuesday afternoon is a good day to go to Winco if I want the Asiago because I don't know if you remember, but last time I had to get the rosemary because they were out of the Asiago, except for one that was like tiny. And I did notice all the Asiago loaves were a little bit smaller, so I'm guessing that there's something about the cheese, probably the fat in the cheese, that weighs down the bread a little bit, and it just doesn't it doesn't get as big for the same weight. Okay, I got tortillas because we're out and we can always use them. And I might make tacos sometime this week if we have a coolish night, which we probably won't. I've heard rumors that it's supposed to stay in the hundreds through the month, which I can't imagine. We're on day 2. I don't want it to be hot for that long. I got some lunch meat because we were out. I really love the black pepper turkey. I don't usually get Oscar Mayer brand. Normally I just get the Aldi brand stuff, and they don't have a black pepper version. But Winco has really good prices. I think this was $6.25 for the pound, for the 1 pound one. And this has always been my favorite when I used to buy, like, just at a normal grocery store before I discovered Aldi. So every now and then I'll treat myself to this, even though, like, at Aldi you can get a pound of turkey for probably $3.50. So it is almost double the price, but probably a lot fresher, and still tastes a lot better. So I got those. I got 2 new containers of zero sugar Cool Whip to eat with my mangoes and my raspberries. This has been a lifesaver because when other people are eating ice cream or dessert, I can grab myself a piece of fruit and this, and I'm actually more satisfied than I would be with ice cream. That said, I'm really excited about probably maybe this weekend, if I have time, I'm intending to make another ice cream, like homemade ice cream batch. And let me know in the comments if you would like me to film that. And also let me know in the comments what flavor you think I should try this time. If you missed my last ice cream discussion, I don't think I actually posted the video here. I had a video. I did it on Facebook Live. So my friends and family got to see it, but you didn't. So if you'd like to see me make my homemade ice cream with 0 added sugar, it is a little bit more technically complicated because sugar has a chemical purpose in ice cream. It's not just a flavor thing. But I make it out of frozen fruit and the other ingredients of ice cream that aren't sugar. So if you would like to see a specific kind of fruit, let me know. Or a combination of fruits, let me know, because I can then taste test it for you if you're thinking about making it yourself. It does help to have a starchier fruit, though, in it somewhere, like bananas or mangoes, but I can definitely do a proportion where you can barely taste the mango or the banana. And I may be able to add peanut butter instead, if that sounds better. So please let me know in the comments what flavors you would like me to make and whether you want to see me make it. Okay. I got some Gardeto Crackers because everyone in my family loves these. And I found that it is really handy to have in the car so that when my kid gets hungry and she's rejecting every healthy snack in my purse, which is often the case, but she's just like already overtired or whatever, sometimes it's good to just be able to hand her a handful of crackers. And I also love them. I'm not going to pretend like I don't. Some bologna. It's the lower fat turkey bologna, so I really like bologna sandwiches, and my kid does too. And it's cheaper than other kinds of meat for the same weight, and it's really, really easy when it's so hot you don't want to cook. So I'm kind of defending myself, but like I'm not really feeling that defensive. Like, I think it's normal to like bologna. I think there's some people who don't, and that's okay too. Then, for my soda cravings, I really don't like fake sugars. I never have, but I wonder sometimes when these cravings are as intense as they are, if there might be some brand that uses a small enough amount that I might be able to not mind it. So I've heard good things about Cascade Ice brand, so I went ahead, and I think I just saw it at just the right time. They were on sale. So I got Cranberry Pomegranate, because the few times that I've been able to stand fake sugar was in a very acidic kind of sour drink. So I went kind of that direction. So I got Cranberry Pomegranate, Classic Lemonade, Propel Lemon, because I also need to be fortifying my electrolytes because I'm nursing, and I've been finding that very difficult with the low sugar thing. Because I used to just drink vitamin waters all the time, but I would drink the full sugar ones. And I have been getting those headaches that I used to get before I realized that I needed to be adding electrolytes. And then I got a lemon lime. I'm kind of thinking it'll taste like a little bit like Sprite. Although, and the sweetening element in this is sucralose, not aspartame. So that's better. But I don't like the aftertaste of sucralose. But maybe I will not mind it so much with these because they are so high in acid and are more citrusy. So what I thought I would do for you guys is I'm going to go ahead and do a taste test of all 4 drinks. I'm confident I can get the caps on tight enough that they will last until me or my husband drinks them. And I thought that could be kind of a fun thing for the video. So I'm going to start, because I've been craving lemonade and soda. I'm going to start with the soda waters, but I'm going to start with the classic lemonade flavor. Smells like packaged lemonade. Like, not homemade lemonade, but like when you take the little powdered lemonade and like make it that way. That's not bad. I tried buying a sugar-free lemonade made with sucralose previously, and I ended up giving the rest of the bottle to a diabetic family member because I just didn't like it. But I could finish this. I'm optimistic, but that's nice to know. I don't want to just replace my sodas with diet sodas, but for the very, just every now and then when I'm really feeling tempted to just go off diet, I'm glad that I could have an option for those cravings. But I really want to make sure that I'm doing that very infrequently. But yay, okay. I don't see myself finishing it in one go. I think I would have it in like 4 servings. Like I think I would drink like a quarter of it at a time, and I would prefer it cold. These are not cold, but that is really, really good. So if you are like me and you are very averse to this flavor of fake sugar, the sparkling ice classic lemonade flavored sparkling water, it's not bad. Oh my gosh, Darla, it's not bad. Sorry, my dog was scratching herself right next to the thingy. She's been getting dry skin a lot. I think it's weirdly enough, I think it's the humidity. I get worse skin issues during the summer when it's humid than when I lived in Colorado and it was dry. Okay, this is the Cranberry Pomegranate. It smells good. Okay, a lot more sweetening flavor. I was expecting it to be more sour. And that one tastes like most of the other ones. Darla, stop it. Lie down. Thank you. Yeah, this tastes more like what I was expecting. But there's still not that much aftertaste, probably because there is still less than some other things. It's also sodium free, which is nice because I know that one of my issues with sodas is that it sometimes would make me retain water and stuff because of this. I think there's a salt content. Yeah, I think I'll see if Jim likes this, and if he doesn't, my dad will, because he actually already drinks something very similar. He gets the Crystal Light pomegranate cherry packets, so I can pass it along to him, and he won't care that I took a sip. And then I got the lemon lime. So let's try this one. Let me clear my palate. That last one left me tasting it. But yeah, for cranberry pomegranate, I was really expecting it to be a lot more sour. It was very, very sweet and not sour. Kind of disappointing. Ugh. And now it just tastes like I just drank diet soda, which I did, but Funny how the packaging, they're like, oh no, it's not diet soda. It's sparkling water that's flavored and has fake sugar in it so that it's basically exactly as sweet as diet soda. It's diet soda. But no, it's flavored sparkling water with no sugar. Smells just like Sprite. Which, honestly, just as I was about to take a sip of this, I realized that, because I've also been craving like limeades and stuff, but it smells exactly like the glucose liquid that they give you when you are being tested for gestational diabetes when you're pregnant. They make you chug it on an empty stomach, and then you get your blood drawn 4 times. Well, you get your blood drawn fasting, then you chug it, then you get your blood drawn 3 more times. And when you're pregnant, it's really hard not to vomit, because it's just this pure sugar stuff, and I just realized that might make it less appealing to me. It does smell just like Sprite though, but so does that glucose stuff. It's probably, like, they probably charge the hospital like $50 a bottle, but I bet that it's just like the syrup from Sprite or 7-Up, without the carbonated water, just like in a bottle. Oh god, it makes me kind of, sorry, it makes me a little nauseous just thinking about it. But I'm gonna still. Okay. Obviously, it's not as sweet as a medical mechanism to get as much sugar into your body as possible in a specific amount of time. And almost the relief of that, like knowing that it's just much more sour and very little sweetness, and there's no actual sugar in it. Got rid of those, like, do you ever get those goosebumps when you like eat something too sweet and you almost might be sick? Because I get them non-stop right when I've had that test done. Because I've gotten gestational diabetes twice, although the last time was by a hair, which means that I had to do that test twice, both times. So I've done it 4 times total. I've had to drink this drink. And every time it gives me the goosebumps, because it's the only thing you've eaten all day, and it's like sugar, and it's so gross. But I'm trying to give this a fair trial because it's not the same thing. And drinking it is actually very pleasant. So I'll probably finish this one as well. This will be good over ice, and I might add some fresh lime or fresh lemon. I could stand it being. I don't need a lot of sweetness. I think that's one big frustration I have, is that most of the time you either just get a whole lot of fake sugar or a whole lot of real sugar, or you get like LaCroix. There's so few things that are in between, and I only need like 10 to 20 calories of sugar, honestly. Like, I would love to just have a bunch of sodas that are just like 20 calories worth of sugar, or like natural fruit juice, but not 0 and not 210 or whatever it is that a bottle normally is. So this one is pleasant because it doesn't even have very much of the fake sweetening. It's just sort of a refreshing sour drink with just a little bit of sweetening. So I actually do like it, but the smell, I'm going to have to like just drink it with a straw and not smell it first, because smelling it first was making me like, maybe I won't try this. And this I remember drinking in high school, so I'm pretty sure I'll like it, but I don't know if they've changed it or anything, and it's been many years since high school, so try it. I can stand it. But although this has both sucralose and S-sulfame, which I wonder if that is related at all to aspartame. I feel like that would be a salt based on the name. But what do I know? Anyway, it's alright. It's more potable than any other sports drink, especially one with like a fake sugar. I don't like Gatorade or any of those. But It's all right. I think I was really enjoying the acidity and the sparkliness of this. So I think this one's a winner. The lemonade one is pleasant enough to hit the craving. So that is really nice. And the cranberry pomegranate one I am not into at all. And this one is okay, but I bet my husband will finish it. That is everything from my what I get when I'm feeling snackish and craving sugar Winco haul. I do have a weight update for you. So I have been weighing in. I just haven't been reporting it, mostly because I forget to, or because the weight is likely not very useful because I've eaten before I weighed in. But I have been weighing in every day, just to keep the habit going, keep myself motivated. It really works for me. I don't know that it would work for everyone, but for me, it's not so much about watching the fluctuations as it is about, if it fluctuates up, I'm more motivated that day. If it fluctuates down, I'm really motivated that day. I can kind of find motivation in success and failure. And it also helps me kind of know, I think it really helps motivate me to get to bed earlier and get to bed on time. Because pretty much every time I've had a major lack of progress has been when I have lacked adequate sleep. And so it's just so motivating and clear to me that sleep is a major factor. Sleep hygiene is a major factor in my success for weight loss. So that's part of why I've been doing it. But so my current weight is 247.4. That's what it was this morning. And I'm really, really proud of that. I'm really happy about that because this past week was quite stressful with the baking and the contest and everything else. And my husband's having a lot of stress at work. And I only got 2 of my video workouts in this week. I do feel that I got another workout in on my baking day that just wasn't like the official one. So you can decide for yourself whether you think that I did not complete my criteria or whatever. But I mean, I'm only cheating myself. It was a tougher week. I prefer to do 4 workouts a week when the minimum required according to the program I'm on is 3 a week. But I'm all about, I made a choice. I made an educated choice about which workouts which nights I skipped. And then last night I was just so exhausted I could not get myself to do it. And I would have made my 3rd one last night. And so now I kind of know that I shouldn't be optimistic that I'll be able to work out on Monday nights and leave it to the very end and procrastinate. But I also feel confident that I got a lot of calories burned anyway. And my weight shows that because it hasn't gone up, even though I had pretty darn poor sleep and, a big contest and a lot of craziness and stress and stuff. So I've fallen into a rhythm with this food thing. Other than having occasional massive cravings like today, for the most part, I feel like I know. This I have to say, as far as diets I've been on, this actually it has been one of the easier ones to follow because it is so easy and obvious what I can and cannot eat. If it tastes sweet and it's not diet, I can't eat it. And if it is diet, I'm probably not going to eat it anyway because I don't like to have a lot of these fake sugars in my system. I believe that they tend to give me headaches and things like that. But, that's why I think I'll drink a quarter of one when I'm having a really bad craving. So 247.4, which means that I am almost 10 pounds down from my highest weight ever. And I am about, I think I said that I don't remember exactly, but I think my starting weight when I started the channel was 254. So I am about 7 pounds, almost 7 pounds down from my starting weight. And 7 pounds down in what? 6 weeks? It could be better, but it could be worse. Considering how sustainable this feels and how legitimate it feels. Also, I can tell certain things I'm not as puffy and stuff like that. But this has been a very easy plan to actually follow for the most part, because you know when there's sugar and stuff. It's not like it's rocket science. Because my dad was like, well, I don't know what you can have, like, because we were talking about getting lunch, and he was like, well, I don't know what you can have on your diet. And I was like, I can eat anywhere. And I really don't even have to be all that picky about what I order. I just can't have dessert, and I can't have sodas. And, you know, I do have to avoid things like most Americanized Asian, like, sauces. I have to be careful about, because, like, anything like teriyaki or, like, orange chicken or anything along those lines is going to have a lot of sugar and probably corn syrup in the recipe. So I do have to be careful a little bit about, like, salad dressings, especially sweet ones. But that's the thing. If it's sweet, I know to check the label. If it's not sweet, I don't really have to check the label. And my palate is getting so used to not eating a lot of sugar that I've become much more sensitive to sweetness. And things like a slice of bread, I start to taste the actual sugar in that bread. I never used to. So, anyway, yeah. So I'm happy. There's your update on my weight, and we're having the exterminator out to look into the mystery scratching noise under the floor. We got the air conditioning fixed. Next vlog, I mentioned several vlogs ago that I was going to tell you about my biggest phobia. So the next vlog, I will be sharing that story time with you, because it's pretty entertaining. And I know it's been a while, but like I kind of forgot about like filming for the contest, and ended up having to do that, and I didn't get back to telling that story. So next vlog, you get to hear about my biggest phobia. Please like and subscribe, and comment down below. Tell me what kind of ice cream you want me to make, and if you have an opinion on the snacks I bought, I'd love to hear them. Have a good day.